If you're looking for build muscles and get stronger after 40, you are in the correct place. This is the first of a series of videos which I'm going to show some of the strategies that I use to maintain and increase muscle mass, strategies to avoid injuries, and all of this training Jiu-Jitsu every day. I'll be happy to answer any questions, just comment down below. Let's get started. Hey guys, I decided to start recording my lifting weight session because a lot of people ask me questions about lifting for Jiu-Jitsu, how don't get hurt, or people that are older, they're over 30, over 35, or some people are like close to 30 and they are like kind of with the old body because they work so much. And anyways, for hobbyists in general, they want to know what they can do to keep doing Jiu-Jitsu without too much soreness, too much pain, protecting against injuries. I'll start recording some vlogs, which I'll show a few ways that I train, because I trained for Jiu-Jitsu, but I also trained for hypertrophy. Nowadays, way less. My main goals right now are protect myself when I'm rolling Jiu-Jitsu, of course, protecting my joints and not having injuries. Minor injuries we always going to have once in a while. Pains, not injuries, but aches. Anyways, my main goal right now is having strong joints, keeping most of my muscle mass as aging, so I don't want to lose muscle mass, and I have been doing a good job with that because I actually can gain muscle mass when I want to gain muscle mass. A while ago, unfortunately, because some personal issues, first time of my life that I went down a bunch of pounds. I went down to 149 pounds. My body constitution was the same. I don't know if I'm using the correct word right now, constitution, but my body composition was, it never changed much. I'm around between 9 and 12%. So I went down to 149 pounds, and then I realized that, okay, I need to do something. And when I get like, first you have to fix your mental issues, your personal issues, or whatever it's holding you back. My mind was in peace. It was time for me to start fixing some problems, and the first problem I decided to fix is my weight. My weight was too low. This is not good. So I could bulk up, like a clean bulk. I could put back 15 pounds, 17 pounds exactly, of muscle, of lean mass over the course of 6 to 8 months. And I still gaining some pounds. I think right now I'm around 165. So it's possible to gain muscle mass anytime, any period during your life, at any age. If you take care of your body, if you eat correctly, if you don't drink, don't smoke. Of course, these are obvious things. Anyways, I decided to show you guys a little bit about me, like I'm going to do more this vlog style in Jiu-Jitsu and my lifting session. Also, I do a lot of calisthenics. I'll show a lot of things about calisthenics. And calisthenics for me, I should be doing more calisthenics together with regular lifting when I was younger. But I don't regret because the lifting was very good for me, for my body, kept my body very strong. But one example, like now I realize that push-ups, with push-ups you can have a way better, like you can be way stronger in your pecs, in your push muscles. You can bulletproof your shoulder. You're going to have a way better, cosmetically speaking, aesthetics will be way better if you include push-ups in your training. I do push-ups every day. Every day after my training, my lifting, my regular lifting, I do push-ups. And I'm doing less and less bench press, lowering my weights on my bench press. Usually before I was 205 was my regular lifting every day. Not every day, every session that I was doing pecs. I put this way down to 185 right now, sometimes less, and I do different exercises. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'll just show and see if people are going to like. My Jiu-Jitsu videos will be most of them Portuguese, and I'll translate some of. I want to go back to gi actually, and right now I just have no gi training. The time that I can train It's just no gi. And my lifting sessions and my calisthenics workouts and stuff like that, I'm going to do in English because, I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to, so I'll do English for lifting and most of Jiu-Jitsu will be Portuguese, but you guys can always ask me in the comments, and if you're interested in something, I can translate, or I can do more lifting sessions in Portuguese or some jiu-jitsu sessions in English. Okay, this is my basic warm-up. Do some abs, and then I'm going to do some mobility exercises to my shoulder, and then I'll be ready to start lifting. Today is the day that I do full body, and I have usually like 2 days a week full body calisthenics, like hybrid workouts. And the other 2 days are one day for upper body, the other day for lower body, and more specific for hypertrophy. I do a lot of this type of lengthening my hamstrings exercise. I hurt my hamstrings like I think 2 years ago. I don't even know exactly. Then I learned my lesson. And I hurt not exercising. I was trying to lift my motorcycle. And yeah, I can tell this story another day, but I hurt my hamstring and I learned a good lesson. And this helped me because it made my hamstring stronger, and especially in jiu-jitsu I can feel the difference, and now also more flexible. Okay, now I usually don't arm up my triceps in the beginning, but I have to do that because I'm, I'm sustaining like a small injury on my triceps, not in the triceps, in my elbows. It's just an inflammation. So I'll first warm up a little bit before I do the other exercises. It's not even an injury, it's just an inflammation. Started when I hit my elbow on the floor playing with my dog. I just didn't care with that pain. It was more like an ache. But then rolling with a female, very light white belt. She's very good. She could like identify a lot of arm bars and other submissions during the row, and I was just seeing what she could do. She put me in an arm bar. I like to hitchhike a lot, especially with lower belts. They still not tight with the submissions. They're still learning how to adjust. So it's so cool. Like from a black belt perspective, when you are in a submission, you can understand, oh, this is danger or not. For someone that's watching from outside, say, whoa, that guy escaped from that armbar, but wasn't even an armbar. It was looking like an armbar, but from the perspective of the fighter, the one that's on the situation, feeling the situation, you could tell it's not a tight armbar. Anyway, so I did it her a bunch of times, and in one of these, she had a very tight one, and she's strong for her weight, and it ended up like locking my elbow, and then that inflammation got worse, and now I have to work my way out of this pain. It's almost there. I'm taking care on the rolls as well. That's the reason I'm rolling very light. Yeah. So after warming up my elbows, I'll warm up my shoulders. So I'll start with this exercise here. I just like engage my back muscles and, and keep these holds for a couple seconds. And I'll switch the angle to this, trying to keep my elbows in, really feeling my my back muscles activating. Last will be here. This looks like a very silly exercise, but it really teaches you how to engage your back muscles to have better stable shoulders. And also I do a little bit dynamic. I lock there and I try just use those tiny muscles. Same here a little bit. Same here. It's a very light rubber band. In the days that I'm working out more for hypertrophy, usually it's in the weekends, I have more time, so then I, I take this to the next level using more strong resistant bands to really like build up some power on those like shoulder stabilizers. Okay, I'll start with upper body. I'm going to start with bench press, which I'm not going to put big amount of weight. Yeah, I'll do more reps on my push-ups, and I do in a very specific way. So, and also I never go to failure on this bench presses. It's always way below what I could be doing in terms of weight and reps. When I add more weight, you guys are going to see I'm going to limit my reps in 5. That's because I don't want to even get closer to failure or anything. It's just like I just want to maintain power, and I think bench presses are very good for coordination. You work a lot on muscle stabilizers. Like, see, I cannot go back and forward. Like, I have to be stable here. This is just a warm up. My elbow is also not good. Doing very slow. I basically don't feel my elbow inflammation, but if I explode, I can feel. Can increase the weight. I know no one is going to believe, but my bench press was 60 kilos each side. This was 120, around 140, 145 kilos total for 5 reps. This was like my baseline for bench press, but I was heavier. Anyways, I started like putting less and less weight, training more jiu-jitsu, less lifting. Yeah, this camera is annoying. It's not doing its job. You should keep me on frame. Yeah, anyways, but my maximum now is 205. It's my max when I do like 2 or 3 reps. Change the angle eventually. Yeah, like I say, I'll add 10 more pounds, so 75 each side. This is usually my max that I'm using for bench press nowadays. Sometimes if I'm not doing much jiu-jitsu, just focusing in training and eating, I can go back to 205. But with a lot of jiu-jitsu and also squatting, I have to get back to my squats. I stopped years ago because a combination like heavy squats and jiu-jitsu were messing up my lower back. Then I have been doing just split squats, single leg split squats since then. But I want to get back to squats, and I'm going to start just with the bar. I have a foot that a little bit crooked, and then I think this put my hip in a weird situation. Not much, but it's enough to cause problems, I think. Not serious problems, but I think if I kept the weight low, because squats as well, and I was younger and doing a lot of squats, I was around 200 kilos total for my squats and deadlifting. I think I built up a very good foundation. Now I don't need to chase anything. I can just take advantage of the foundation that I built up and just keep maintaining. Yeah, feeling a little bit my elbow with this load. So I'll stop here. It's good enough. This exercise is the one that I like the most nowadays for my pecs. I also just bought it because I just realized I think this is the best exercise. Someone can do it for the pecs, and there's scientific research backing up my words that this can activate more fibers in your pecs than bench press. So I decided to do more this type of exercise than lifting. So I bought a weighted vest because then I can start adding some more weight to my push-ups. And the cool stuff that you can change angles, change how deep you're going down. So first I start like very back there on the pad and my hands forward as I can. And then I'll dive forward, stretch the maximum I can, and I'll push back up, but back towards my feet like a pike. Back. I'll do 5 like that, and I'll crawl forward with my feet. Then I'll do 5 kind of straight. Today, first day I'm recording this, so the rest time and the amount of time that I'm wasting in between exercises, it's bigger because I'm still figuring out how I'm going to record things. The camera is not so good. The light here I think is not ideal. But anyways, I'm trying to see if people will like this type of content. Okay, my pecs, shoulders and triceps workouts done for today. I usually put like dips, but I'll not have time. I have to come back to work. So I need to jump to back. So for back, like I say, when I'm training, and I train in another gym for that, they have a lot of machines and stuff like that. So on that gym, my back workout, my chest workout is more similar to a bodybuilder workout. Right now, like I say, it's a hybrid, calisthenics, CrossFit, lifting thing. So the exercise I'm going to do right now for my backs, I'm going to use elastic band to do this one. See if I can find a good angle. Because I don't have a machine here. Let me see how this is going to play out. And this is like, also like I told you guys, my whole foundation, I was way heavier. I was 190 something pounds. And then I changed. Jiu-Jitsu was my main goal. So now I don't care much about building up more muscles without building up strength or any other, like, without having any other benefits. You know, just mass for the sake of mass is not in my plans anymore. I need to have something extra, like power. So then elastic bands, I think, is a cool exercise. This is a very strong band. Actually, it's getting weaker, I think, because I'm the only one using this like that. Maybe I'm just trying this band. It's kind of a roll using the band. I really like to activate my back before I start pulling with my arms. So I like activating the back and then pulling with my arms. I want to try have a take from the back as well. Also, this exercise, you guys, the camera is not showing everything, but I'm doing a base on the floor and pushing the floor and transferring power to execute the exercise. So it's not an isolated back exercise, but it works a lot the back and give me that extra perk that I'm looking for nowadays, besides just building mass. Okay, let me see if we can have a back. Sometimes I like to just shrug when I'm losing that muscle-mind connection and feel that I'm using too much my arms. I'll do the shrugs a little bit. Also, I don't rest much in between sets. And now also, like years ago, I was used to have a watch with a timer with me. and I was timing everything, rest time. For now, nowadays, like, I just go with the flow. I just don't stay longer in resting. Today, like I say, I'm learning with the recording and everything, so I'm resting way more and spending way more time in between exercises. With the front angle. Yeah, I'm not even drinking water properly. Also, the camera's not getting me a lot of times. Another reason I want to record those things in English. I think I need to improve my English a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot actually. And exposing myself to this type of things will give me ideas. I hope people can, like, Americans are very polite in terms of like immigrants speaking English. I wish they were not unpolite, but they were more, they criticize more, like telling me, hey, you can improve that. They don't do much. I want people doing that. This angle is bad. Center the camera. Okay, this is my last set. This one. Okay, my last exercise. Shift the camera back up. No, I need to. Anyways. So yeah, now I'm going to do pull-ups. I also am not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to perform well in my pull-ups, because I'm really focusing on my elbow improvement. But today is a lot better. And there's a YouTube channel that I have been following. He's an older guy, older than me. I think he's 80 years old. And he talk about some stuff that make a lot of sense. And I think that's one of the reasons I kept my body with a very good amount of muscle mass and no like substantial damage. I don't have like very bad injuries or things like that. And I think the fact is because I never ever hold back in terms of, hey, I cannot do this because I'm older. Don't do that because you're older. Just let's break down this first. I know you guys are not seeing me. Maybe if my channel blow up, I can hire someone to record me right now. Or maybe, should put this camera wide angle. Yeah, it's another idea. I might be going to do that, put in a wide angle. Reason I'm moving these weights to use that same spot is because I think the light's better there. What I hear about is that when you're lifting weights and you're shirtless, if the light is on top of you, you're going to look more jacked. So I'm trying to take advantage of that so I can trick you guys. Guys who think I'm super strong, but it's just the light. Not about workout or the years I have been working out. It's just the light that is good. I think it's good enough. So I want you to do some push-ups. Yeah, not so bad. I like to pull the bar towards my belly button. Same idea here. I am usually doing 5-6 reps, and that's the reason I get the weighted vest, because I don't want to grow up in reps. I don't think so nowadays. Like, I don't know, I don't think getting close to your limit, like muscle failure, even like way before muscle failure, if you realize you walking towards muscle failure, if you're very young and you're trying to build up mass, okay, very good idea. But like me, I don't want to build a huge amount of mass right now. I want to build mass as I'm doing this, but I want to get stronger. So a more powerlifting approach is better for me. And then I put the calisthenics as my add-on to pack a little bit more on mass. I think it's a perfect combination, a powerlifting style of lifting together with calisthenics, and calisthenics with weight add-on, like weighted vests. So now I'm going to try really explode. The first one was just a warm-up. I'll really explode up. My rests are usually 30 to 40 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds, less than a minute. And then I repeat, usually 3 to 4 sets of exercises. Usually per session, I think maximum I do is 10, maybe 12. Yeah, I think nowadays I'm close to 10 sets per muscle group, and I'm always working out and like using composed exercise like pull-ups, bench presses, that I work my triceps, my shoulders, or my back and my biceps in the same exercise. And the other 2 days that I said I split my training, then I use more biceps isolation. Today I'm going to do a little bit of biceps and triceps as well, but the triceps will be more physiotherapy. The other thing I have been doing is like first engaging my scapula, then pulling. Then you see that I relax a little bit here. I engage, pull. Do one more set of this one. I look way better in the gym mirror than in the camera, I think. But I don't know how to point the camera to the mirror. But I'll have to do that when I'm going to do my legs. I like to look at the mirror. Maybe I'll point the camera to the mirror. Okay, let's do the last set. This will be the most explosive one. Now I'm going to do my legs. I'll start with a quick warm-up first. I'm going to do, just to loosen up my back. This is something else that have been helping me a lot. 15 is too little. Also, I'm planning to buy a monkey feet that I can use here and to train like my hamstrings. So yeah, what I'm going to do will be a Jefferson curl. My Jefferson curl is not perfect. It's kind of adapted to my necessity. I keep my legs straight as I can when I'm pulling back up. When I'm going down, I'm just thinking about protecting my back. I should be done with my workout like 30 minutes ago. This is a 40 minutes workout. Just testing out this format, but next time I'll just put a wide angle camera and just a few shots. Maybe I put like close zoom. Oh, I was going to say the exercise I just did. I actually not in a very good like I should have a platform that I would stand on the platform and have more room for the weight gets lower than my feet. Because right now what I'm having to do, I have to engage my back and my arms a little bit to keep the weight, preventing the weight to touch the floor. And this is not ideal. I'm doing that because I want to stretch the maximum I can my hamstrings. Okay, for this one, I love this exercise, Russian split squats. Very soon I'll get back to my squats. It'll be a long journey. I'll definitely start with the bar. Also talk about lean beef patty, like I remember sure. And I did that when you were younger, like you can do that. I remember stop squatting for months and then get back to a squat with 50 kilos each side. Like just getting back 50 kilos each side. And I remember messing up my back. But then 2 weeks after that, I was already with 60 with my back all healed up. I remember her doing something like that on one of her videos. But nowadays I don't do this anymore. I'll start with the bar and I'll progress maybe 2.5 pounds each side per week, or maybe 1 pound per week. In the course of 1 year, I'll have 50 pounds each side. Go 65. Reason I'm mentioning lean beef a lot is because this exercise, for example, I don't know if she was doing just for the cameras. It's hard to believe because she was doing with 90 pounds for a bunch of reps. I don't know, 15, 20 reps. I'm not training for ref right now, like I was telling you guys. I cut off my reps in way before they start feeling that I'm going towards failure. I do 6, 5, maybe 8 for legs. And I do with weight 85 pounds. I have strong grips. And 85 pounds is super hard. And she was doing with 90 pounds, 15 reps. Impressive. £85 even harder to get. Man, and let me drink some water. Let me see. Sitting here, and if I stand, kind of good. Yeah, I think this angle will be better. Better angle for this. Yeah, now I'm going to do 85 pounds. My legs are capable to do more than 85, I think, but the grip, and that's another reason that I use Russian split squats, because I'm training my grips. It's basically whole body. It's not like a deadlift, but you're training your whole body. You know, and that's what I want right now. I want to focus in one specific area, but I want all the other muscles working out to support that workout. So I don't want to do, I have been doing like flies, for example, for a long time. Flies are going to isolate my pecs. You have a little bit of bicep activation, but it's isolating the pec. So I'm trying to not working out in isolation. Not saying that I'm never going to do. I'll for sure do eventually. Okay, let's do one more set. You see, like super heavy to hold this. And the transfer of the weight to the other hand is its own workout. Yeah, 5 each side. I'll do my last set, and then my last set, and then I'm going to do some abs and go back home to work. Also, I don't know if I'm going to do shirtless videos all the time, but I'm using the opportunity that I'm alone right now here, and they allow you to train without shirt here, but it's kind of awkward. This is full of people inside here, and I'm recording shirtless. So, but I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Like it's part of the sport, right? You're building up your body to show off your body a little bit at least. Yeah, it's hard. I usually do 6 to 8 sets of this exercise, but I'm spending too much time kind of vlogging, setting up the camera and finding out better angles. For the other workouts, I will have everything down already, like here. There's a magnetic point that I can put the camera there. And I'll bring my tripod as well. So yeah, one thing that I remember, like the 85 pounds is 40 kilos, maybe less than 40 kilos. I was doing flies with 42 kilos each hand when I was like really into bodybuilding, and I was now at 160 pounds. I was on 190, 195 pounds years ago. Yeah, right now 85 feels a lot of weight. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to do calf. This is good enough. I'll hold a kettlebell for a second set. This workout should be very fast, like I was telling you guys, because my real like muscle mass maintenance when I try to work out as like a bodybuilder is when I'm working out in the other gym. It's a Planet Fitness gym. It's the only one I have around here. But then I use the machines. I go a little bit closer to the failure, but with way less weight. Yeah, today, for example, I should be doing what's the name? Biceps. Non-stop calf, kind of 8 reps each side for 3 sets.
Yeah, maybe just 6. Maybe 6 other side as well. The final 6.
Now let's finish up with some abs. So yeah, the abs, I like to start with warming up a little bit. I know I'm already warm, but just to let my abs know, I'm going to do some crazy things. For the abs, same idea, especially because training Jiu-Jitsu, I'm using my abs the whole time, you know, so it's like a isometric, like 2 hours isometric abs, 2 hours without relaxing your abs, and it's 2 hours without relaxing your abs. But during these 2 hours, there are peaks of full contraction, full twists, body twists, and using a lot of torque to untwist your body when someone twists you. So it's a combination of lower back muscles and obliques and everything to twist your back. So the abs right now here is just like to just keep my abs moving, and it's a maintenance. It's like it's almost a physiotherapy for my abs. One thing that I'm doing wrong in this one, not wrong, but it could be better, because I could be integrating other elements to this training. Hanging is very important. And I'm not hanging right now because I haven't hanging for so long that when I try to do this ab completely hanging, relaxed my shoulder, I don't feel pain, but I feel that it's not safe. So first I need to start hanging again, and then after hanging for a while, doing these abs more in a hanging style, like completely relaxing my back muscles. Right now I'm keeping my shoulders tight, just to protect. One more set of this one. Don't think the lighting here is good. Let's try out a second ab spot. This is different angle. Let's see. Years ago, and the time that I should be dedicating myself more to this, that was during that, not even to mention the name, but you guys know 2020-21, what happened? I didn't do anything about my videos, you know, I was just like thinking and developing other skills. Rolling Jiu-Jitsu secretly behind the doors with newspaper on the glass, the windows and everything. Interesting or not, inside those facilities that we are training Jiu-Jitsu, there was no air flow. Everyone was breathing the same air for 2 hours. And no one, yeah, I'm not even going to continue that. Anyways, we are all here. All those guys that were there, they're here right now. In this situation, I'm hanging. So the hanging problem with the other exercise, It's because it involves a lot more movement. And my shoulder's not strong enough, I think, to do that. Not yet. Yeah, guys, I'm done. I'm just going to show you guys what I do when I finish. I always do this when I finish. It's a very simple, small routine. The same one I did in the very beginning. But I'll just record just for the sake of finishing up this with 100% of my workouts.
Yeah, this workout took way more time. I think an hour and a half.